Morning, everybody. It's Sunday. I'm going to try and be quiet, but I hope that doesn't mean that you can't hear me. It's Sunday morning. Sunday morning, and I'm working today. What? I teach mental health first aid. A wonderful course. Gives people skills to work with people in mental health crisis or with mental health problems or disorders on a very basic level until professional help is sought. Love it forever. But this weekend is a student one. So where I work at a college, and so I usually teach instructors, but this weekend we offer it to students for free, and so that's what I'm doing. So hence being up at 5:38 on a Sunday morning, but it's worth it, hey. What I'm actually doing right now, like I don't have time this weekend to kind of sit down and think about what I'm going to say and film a vlog and prepare and all of that lovely stuff. So I thought, you know what I'll do while I'm putting my face on, I thought, let's have a wee natter with you, you know, see how things are going with you. Comment down below how your week's been and kind of catch you up on how my week's been. So all my makeup's here. Again at my kitchen table doing all this stuff. I tend to use the kitchen table for everything. Does anyone else do that? The kitchen table's actually your desk and your dressing table and your everything. Just me. So my week, let's see, where did I leave you last week? Feeling quite pensive and a wee bit ashamed. It says shamed, that's a big word. Just a wee bit guilty, surprised, but not really surprised about how far I'd gone off the rails. And so, yeah, I just really reclaimed that a bit this week. Really drew a line. You know, it does help to make these videos, and I have to keep remembering that because it's always getting it out. Felt like it wasn't like a deep buried secret that I didn't have to keep stuffing down with more food, you know. So it was really great. Felt a new lease of life I did this week, up until yesterday evening, and I'll tell you for why. Anyway, so yeah, it was really good this week. I went and did lots of exercise because I found that really helps me reground myself on my journey. You know, when you kind of just get a bit more active. Some days it was just walking a few more thousand steps. Other days it was actually exercise classes. But yeah, it felt really good to just do that again. Prove to myself that my body still works. All I've done in the past few weeks is just gain a little bit of weight, but it doesn't mean that I've lost all the things I've learned along the way, all the things my body can now do. So what I started doing, I don't know if I showed you this in last week's video, but I started writing down in like just a weekly plan. I picked this up on sale. It was probably the equivalent of about £2. So it was like $3.50, but UK, UK, £2. People like it when you eat on videos, right? Sorry. Like I say, trying to do it all. So I wrote down everything I did. So you'll see some days I was like I went for a HIIT workout, which was hilarious because I was all by myself. So I turn up, I've just spilled on myself. Oh no. I turn up, said I've looked online at my gym when the different classes are. And there's a HIIT class, HIIT, high intensity interval training. And that is where you do something really intensive for like a minute, 45 seconds, 30 seconds, however long. You can take like however long a break, maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, and then do something else. And you do that continually for like 20 minutes, half an hour. So I saw this class and I was like, well, I like doing those at home. I watch a lot of Fitness Blender I do a lot of Fitness Blender videos. Although it is tempted just to sit and watch them. But I do a lot of those at home. So I thought, well, I can do those already. It's only half an hour class. What's the worst that can happen? Turn up. Just me. Just me and the instructor. That's it. Not even kidding. So no one else is arriving, and I'm like, well, no. I said, well, I guess we can just do this next week. She's like, no. No, you're here now, girl. She says, you're here now, girl. Good for you. Let's just do this. So that's what we did. It was great in that it was like a free personal trainer for like half an hour. That's wonderful. That is so much money to pay for if I paid for that service, so don't get me wrong, great. But she was so into it. She was wonderful, but she was so into it. And she'd like look me dead in the eye, as we were doing all these exercises. Just us in a big gym hall, it was the weirdest sensation. She couldn't really understand my accent, so she'd mishear me all the time. So I'd ask questions and she'd answer weirdly. And I'm kind of used to that living here. I kind of know when someone's just like not on the same page as me, because they're just not hearing what I'm saying. So I'd ask her a question and it would just go nowhere because she'd answer it weirdly, and I'm like, okay. Then, so it was kind of an awkward workout. Realised I've been doing most of the things that I think I know already how to do wrong. Because she'd be like, no, not like that. Nope, do it this way. Nope, put your bum down. Nope, put your bum up. Nope, keep your back straight. Nope, put your shoulders back. So it really did me a lot of damage the next day. I've not felt pain like it in a while, and I must say it was quite refreshing to feel that pain of a workout, you know, that almost that nice feeling of like, oh, my muscles are sore. So that was Monday. We do a pride walk every year where I work, and so I always get involved in that, and that was like, it was a good long one this year, so it was like a half-hour walk around my campus where I work, so that was wonderful. Went for a run on the Wednesday, went for a wee run at work, and then Thursday, Friday, just too busy to fit in exercise, which I know is hardly any excuse, but I also kind of want to say it also can be a good reason. Sometimes we say, oh, that's just an excuse, but I don't know, if you literally don't have any time, it is also important to rest, you know, to give yourself some self-care time that isn't moving, you know. Anyway, so Thursday, Friday, that's what I did. Just did extra steps, really. Anytime I could walk somewhere, I just did. Walk the long way, that kind of thing. Just because with the kids sometimes, doctor's appointments, stuff like that. So anyway, all good, all fun and games. Then food-wise, really good. Love it. Great. I ate really well every day, and by that I don't mean I restricted and only ate fruit. I ate balanced meals all week. Oh, I've forgotten how good it feels to feel good, you know. Oh, I'm definitely going to do that again this next week. And I'd eat just a little bit of something yummy every day. So rather than just saying no chocolate, I bought my Weight Watcher bars. I had to just have one of an evening. It was really hard to stop at one or not reach for something else, but I just thought, you know, just, you don't want to keep doing this forever, right? And it felt really good to just, nope, I've had one, I'll just do something else for a bit. Just drop my makeup. Beautiful. Anyway, so that felt really good. And then, so yeah, it was all pretty much an on-plan week. I didn't weigh in yesterday because I was teaching, but also because I don't weigh in now, I think. Well, when's the 1st of April? I think that's next Saturday. I think I weigh in on Saturday, which is April Fool's Day. Ugh. Anyway, so I weigh in on Saturday, but I also had a bit of a moment about that. Like, I don't need to be back at my goal weight by Saturday. First of all, that would be horrendous for my body to lose like 11 pounds or like 9 pounds in 2 weeks. That is not good for you, or for me, I should say. So I've just decided, you know, it'll just be what it'll be, and I'm focusing on how I feel, not what that number is. Because the moment I start panicking about that number, I might as well just go completely off the rails again. Because it's like, well, I'm never going to reach it, so I might as well. That was, and then last night too. So again, teaching all day, got home, no time to really cook anything. No time to teach my husband how to cook something. And so I just decided, you know, we'll order pizza. And they had like pizza and wing deals, so we ordered pizza and wings. And one of the students yesterday bought a whole thing of donuts, and no one wanted to take them home. And I thought, I'll take some home for my kids. So they were in the house. We recently found that our local supermarket here in Canada stocks Tesco food. Ridiculously expensive. I'm not even... $13 for a packet of 6 of Tesco brand skips. $13 is like £8. Because it's like international food and niche and stuff, but to us some days it's worth it, you know. Not that we've ever spent that. Anyway, so we had some Tesco food in the house. Got home starving hungry from teaching all day. Starvacious. And then I decided, well, I'll have 2 slices of pizza. And then I think I had like 6 wings, which if you do Weight Watchers, you'll know that 6 wings are like 4. Like a 1 wing is like 4 or 5 points. So I had at least 30 points just in wings. So I decided, I was sitting there with my app out and I was going to point everything that I'd eaten because I had one of the donuts. Because again, I was just so hungry and tired. But the difference yesterday was that I knew what I was doing, and I made the decision that, you know, I want to do this. Like, there are going to be nights where I just want to enjoy the food that's in front of me and not have to worry. So I made the decision to do that. And it was so nice. Again, it wasn't like an out of control, I just got to eat everything. It was like, do I want this? Yeah, I really do think I do. And I think it's okay. And it'll only be 1, and then I'll stop. And so I only had 1 donut and I stopped. And so those were kind of, even though the food wasn't exactly what I would usually eat, I don't think I felt off plan. You know what I mean? Anyway, so there I am, sat with my donut and just kind of really just savouring it. And it was just like the best feeling to do that. So even though last night was a different sort of food night, it wasn't punish yourself, overeat, feel terrible. And today I feel like super back on plan. So I'm really, really happy. Really happy. Oh, sorry if doing eye stuff makes you feel gross. I'm sorry, look away. Sorry, I'll be done in 2 seconds. Ew, sorry, I didn't think to warn you there. Anyway, so food, exercise was great, really positive thinking about my body, feeling good again, feeling like I'm strong. As I was doing that HIIT class and realizing I'd done my whole life of exercise wrong until that day, it made me, the whole time I was like, I'm never doing this class again. This is the hardest thing and it's not worth it and it's awful. And then as soon as it was done, I was like, okay, I'll come back next week. So I'm looking forward to doing that every Monday night. And taking the kids swimming and stuff, which I didn't have a chance to do this weekend because of this teaching stuff that I'm up to. But yeah, other than that, it's been a really good week. I did write the letter to myself that I was talking about last week. And that was lovely too, just to like talk to myself like a friend again. And so, but I think that was kind of a first draft, because I noticed that I still kind of accidentally would go into not talking to myself, some things I'd never say like to a friend. So I was like writing some bits about like, oh, you're probably reading this because you've gone off track for a while, and that's, you know, and it was all nicey nice, and I'd be like, so just think about why you're doing this. But as I was writing it, I had this feeling of like, what were you thinking? And I was like, that's the really underlying problem, eh? It's like, what, like talking, like who would say that to a friend? What were you thinking eating all that food? And if you do, you have a unique kind of friendship, put it that way. So I think I might reread it and then give it another go over. And really imagine like I was writing it to my actual friend. So I think I'll do it that way. But it's hard. I don't know if any of you tried the same thing. Writing a letter to yourself, your future self. If you did, let me know how it went. And what kind of realizations you had doing it. Because it was a bit of an eye-opener for me. It was a bit moche, actually. A wee bit of moche. But yeah, but that's really been about it. Been to the doctors a few times because of the kids, you know. So I'll just use this now. Been to the doctors a few times with kids, and for myself here and there. So that really puts a thing in your evening, doesn't it? When you have to like waste time waiting at doctor's surgeries. So so that kind of thing impacted my some of my workouts this week as well. Okay, there we are. Blank canvas to absolutely covered in it. I hope you didn't mind me getting ready as I talk to you today. But that really has meant that I can make a video, keep you all updated, keep myself accountable to me to make these videos, even though I've got to dash off and teach a load of students about, I think today we do anxiety disorders, eating disorders and psychosis. So, fun. It is actually a fun day. But yeah, fun day ahead. Okay, love you and leave you here. Again, let me know how your week's going. Let me know if you've had any aha moments this week. Let me know if you wrote that letter to yourself and kind of what came out of it down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I know I don't have hardly any subscribers, but the few of you I do have, yeah, thank you. Just thank you. Just know that it's important to me that you're there, you know. Anyway, okay. See you next week. Bye.